very pleasant good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How y'all doing today? Welcome to Big Talk. That's my coat, look. Just making sure. Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning on this beautiful Friday, July 26th. Hope you're all having an outstanding day today. It's going to be a gorgeous day, as maybe a little cooler than yesterday. You might have been, maybe you were one of the folks who got a little bit of that popcorn shower that popped up on Thursday afternoon. If so, God bless you. I tell you what, it's, right when everything gets, what's the old saying in Southern Illinois? If every time it rains, you're 10 days away from a drought. So who knows? But it's been a little while since rained. If you got some of that popcorn, good for you. And if you didn't, well, maybe it'll rain in the next few days. They're calling for a little bit of rain over the weekend. I don't know what we'll get, of course, but a lot of folks in this area north of here have seen plenty of rain. They don't really need to see much more. So probably all right. But a beautiful Friday, July 26th, the final Friday here in July. This is our Take the Point show, weekly Take the Point show. You can see over here, I got nobody. It's let's see what they're doing. Weeze and Jamie are on a golfing trip, I think to French Lick or someplace like that. They've got like 10 people on a big golf trip, having a good time. And Lucas is off to see his daughter play volleyball down at Cape Girardeau, which Father of the Year, by golly, because Jamie ought to be down there too, but he's off golfing with Louise and a bunch of other dudes. So there you go, folks. It's just me and you today and the television, and we'll have a good time. I'm going to talk today about the Olympics. It starts today. Actually, they've had a few games over the past few days, a few soccer, rugby games, matches, but it gets going today in earnest as they shut down all the sports. They're going to have the big opening ceremony today in Paris, France, and we're going to talk a little bit about that. I think basically my plan today is to just show you what sports are on, when, and where you can find them, and how to go about it. So we'll do that today. Going to talk a little bit of baseball. Trade deadline is Tuesday. July 30th is the trade deadline. Tuesday, I want to say 4 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 o'clock Central. We'll get to the Major League Baseball trade possibilities, and we'll also talk about we'll talk about an NFL division. Remember, I've been taking one division at a time over the past few weeks. Today, we're going to talk about the AFC East, and we look forward to that. But first, let's tell you a few things going on in and around your area. Some community events here on this Friday, July 26th, over at down there in Flora. The Guadalupe Project will be putting on they're going to open up today and tomorrow at 213 East North Avenue in Florida. There will be open from 3:30 to 4:30 on Friday afternoon, and then Saturday from 8:30 to 9:30. And then again on Monday from 3:30 to 4:30. Now if you are the parent of a young children, you're welcome to stop by. If you're pregnant, they usually have folks for pregnant life, items there that have been donated. They take care of pregnant folks. It's a wonderful, nice program, wonderful program. All services are free. Donations can be dropped off. They've probably already been dropped off, a little bit late for that. But yeah, the Guadalupe Project will be open today, tomorrow, and Monday. Wayne City Matters. They're having their big old market in the park tonight. They always do that, I think, on the second and fourth Friday of the month. This will be at 6 p.m. this evening. Musical guest Gabe Clayton. I don't know if he's related to Gabe Kaplan. I doubt it, but that's the only Gabe I know that's, surely I know another popular Gabe. I can't come up with one. Also, Monster-in-Laws will be serving food. Monster-in-Laws, a food truck. They do a wonderful job. That's at Wayne City in the park, and the market in the park starts at 6 o'clock. Up in Effingham, now this is going to be fun. There'll be live music in Effingham. I've got a bunch of live music to tell you about all weekend long. To tell you the truth, the Tuscan Hills Barley Priest duo will be playing tonight. Come join Barley Priest for an evening of live music at the Tuscan Hills. The high energy night of fun kicks off at 7 o'clock. They'll be performing original and traditional drinking songs, popular tunes, Irish tunes, as well as live looping and original instrumental music. That'll be fun. Come out for tasty food and drinks and live music at the Tuscan Hills. Also tonight at Pinky's, they're at 4 o'clock this evening. It's R.C. Johnson playing, and then at 6 o'clock it'll be Gary Davis on the hill or on the beach. And then Heaven's Patio tonight, Jake and Michaela will have their full band going. So that's cool. Now, tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, Fair City, baby, it's on. You can make your way up to Altamont, go to the Effingham County Fair, make your way down to Salem, go to the Marion County Fair, and actually tonight is also, I forgot to mention, Friday night is the Miss Clay County Fair pageant at Flora tonight, and that's at 7 o'clock, I believe, and you don't want to miss that either. So yeah, you've got Clay County Fair wrapping up tonight with the Miss Clay County Fair in Flora at Charlie Brown Park, the fairgrounds. And then tomorrow, the Effingham County Fair opens up at 9 a.m. with a car show. And then at 6:30 tomorrow night, on Saturday night, they'll have that Pro Pulling, the Champions League, the Champions Tour Pro Pulling League. As ladies and gentlemen, that's top of the line. They do an outstanding job. At the Marion County Fair, getting underway on Saturday as well. They'll have the rides all day long. I believe they're going to have the rides coming in there. They'll be starting. They don't start in Effingham until like Monday or Tuesday. If you want to ride the Twister or whatever, go to the Marion County Fair tomorrow, 6 p.m. The big motocross competition. That'll be a good time. Also, the Edwards County Baked Good Auction at 5 o'clock tomorrow. That helps the Council on Aging. Wait a minute, I thought that was Monday. I may have that wrong. The Edwards County Fair auction is tomorrow at 5 p.m. Also going on Saturday in Salem, the Salem Community Activity Center. Now, you know where that is. That's just a block or two south of the high school there. You can't miss it. They will be having their rummage sale. It starts at 8 a.m., goes to noon. Let's see. The Salem Community Center is holding a community rummage sale Saturday from 8 to noon. Rent a table for $5 to sell your no longer wanted items, or donate items to the community center for them to sell, to raise funds for themselves. So that's wonderful. If you want more information, give folks a call at 548-6261. Also, in downtown Salem tomorrow, their big historic farm market takes place. It goes from 9 to 12. It's down there at the Benjamin Edwards joint. Fresh produce, lots of vendors will be there, along with music each Saturday morning. That's cool. From 9 to noon at the Downtown Historic Farmers Market. Come hungry. There will be food from Swag, S-W-A-G, and a number of dessert vendors. Actually, they spelled it desert vendors, but I'm guessing that's a mistake. Dessert vendors. Diaper giveaway also tomorrow in Salem. It's from 11 to 12. 10 to 12 in Salem at the Grace United Methodist Church. They do a wonderful job there. And give the church a call. This is in Salem at 548-2810 if you have any questions. They are going to have size 1 to size 7 diapers and 2T to 6T pulley-ups along with baby wipes. The church address, 116 East Schwartz Street in Salem. Finally, and this is cool. I don't know what you think about escape rooms and that kind of business, but I've been to one or two of them. This is a good time. This is going to be fun. At the Brian Bennett Library on Saturday from 1, I don't know how many they're going to do, but the Harry Potter themed escape room planned for Saturday to coincide with Harry Potter's birthday event at the Salem Theater. Salem Theater having a Harry Potter birthday event. They're going to have an escape room up at the library. There will be 10 spots available. Reservations may be made by stopping in, calling the library's main desk, or by just using the Facebook Messenger. Names of all the participants in the group, up to 8 in each group, will have one contact phone number are required. Participants are asked to arrive at the main desk 5 minutes before their scheduled time. It says here they wrote 1 p.m. to 2 p.m., but I don't think that's right. I'm guessing that's more like 1 p.m. to 8 p.m. or something like that. If they've got, I don't know how much time they're giving you in the escape room, but if you got 10 openings, 10 spots, give them a call. They'll help you out. I don't have a phone number to give them a call. Just call the Brian Bennett Library. They'll help you out. What else going on to this weekend or today? Today is, ladies and gentlemen, July 26th, National Bagel Fest Day. This recognizes the kosher carbohydrate that is crunchy on the outside, chewy on the inside. Join everybody as they explore the delicious facts behind the bagel and add to our own schmear to the topic. Polish Jewish immigrants introduced the bagel to the United States at some time. They're not really sure when it got introduced. Maybe sometime in the 19th century is the current line of thinking. Throughout New York City and surrounding boroughs, they grew thriving bagel businesses. Didn't take long for bagel bakers to form an organization for bagel bakers in the city. The International Bagel Bakers Association was created in 1907, and for decades, Bagel Bakers 338 held contracts with nearly all bagel bakeries in and around the city. Until the 1960s, bakeries made bagels by hand, but then Daniel Thompson invented a bagel maker. When along came a heated debate of man versus machine. Thereafter, the question of the better bagel dangled before customers. Was it the handcrafted bagel or the manufactured bagel? I got to tell you, I don't think I could tell one from the other. Possibly could. Give me a couple of bagels. Tell me one of them's handmade and one of them's manufactured. I probably could tell the bagel. This day came along because of our friends up in Mattoon, Illinois. Murray Linder, the owner of Linder's Bagels, founded National Bagel Fest Day. In 1986, Murray started the festival in Little Mattoon, Illinois. They still have it to this day. Actually, I think they had it last week. They had the Bagel Festival. It's the world's largest bagel factory, Linder's Bagels, there in Mattoon. So how about that? That's pretty cool. What else going on today? Ladies and gentlemen, this is National Coffee Milkshake Day. You can have mine. Add National Coffee Milkshake Day to the coffee lovers, to those who participate in National Ice Cream Month. They're whipping up a caffeinated way to coolly celebrate one of the hottest times of the year. While a milkshake may sound refreshing at the end of July, a coffee milkshake sounds even better. The combination of creamy ice cream blended with coffee perks up even the most extended workday. I got to tell you, I am not a coffee drinker myself, but that doesn't look like it has a ton of coffee. That looks like it's just basically a milkshake, maybe coffee flavored or something like. Invite some friends to mix up coffee milkshakes in every flavor. Gather around the pool or take a walk while you enjoy your frozen pick-me-up rather than staying up all night. Make decaf versions, maybe. These treats also make excellent substitutes for hot coffee at book clubs and other gatherings where beverages are served. So this is Coffee Milkshake Day. Will you celebrate Coffee Milkshake Day? You have mine. I don't like the taste of coffee very much, so I'm not going to drink a coffee milkshake. I can drink it I'll drink coffee 2, 3 times, 4 times a year, and that's about it. But this next one, I know you think I'm a weirdo. I'm wearing a Cardinal jacket, for crying out loud. You're going to think I'm a weirdo, but I love the next one. Ladies and gentlemen, this is National Talk in an Elevator Day. On the last Friday in July each year, this encourages everyone to strike up a conversation with someone in an elevator. While most of us use this time to check our smartphones or keep your face down or just look at the wall, this might be a nice time to start a discussion. Might meet somebody new. If you're riding with somebody you know, try to learn something new about them. Riding in an elevator can be a short, mundane experience inside a box, but from another perspective, the short vertical trip could be a laughter break. Try out your stand-up comedy. Yeah, that would be able to make friends and influence people for sure on National Talk in an Elevator Day. I got no problem with talking in an elevator. If comedy isn't your style, break the silence with a miniature spelling bee. For example, see if you can get a consensus on how to spell consensus. I just read it, so I would be cheating, but I always get it wrong. It's, everybody has one of those words that they always get wrong. Consensus is one that I get wrong. It's CONSENSUS. 3 S's in consensus. I always say, is that right? That can't be right. Yeah. Consensus. Yeah, consensus. CONSENSUS. Yeah, 3 S's in consensus. I guess that's what I need to remember because I always would spell it CONCEN, like census. That's not right. Consensus has 3 S's. So that's not a bad way to break the ice with folks. However, maybe the best way to strike up a conversation is to mention that it's the National Talk in an Elevator Day. And while you're discussing that, just think of all the different ways you can celebrate National Talk in an Elevator Day. There might be somebody in that elevator that you'll never get a chance to talk to again. May as well blab at them now. What's on TV? What do you want to see tonight? It is Major League Baseball for the most part, and then I'll get to the other. It's the Cubs at Kansas City Royals. Kyle Hendricks versus Brady Singer. That's on Marquee, Channel 597. Washington Nationals start a series in St. Louis tonight at 7:15. That'll be on Bally. That's Mackenzie Gore versus Sonny Gray. Also tonight, the White Sox are at home. They have the Mariners coming in, and that'll be at 7:10. George Kirby on for the Mariners versus Drew Thorpe for the White Sox. NBC Sports Chicago, Channel 643. You want to stay up? It's not staying up late. It's on MLB Network, Channel 599. Braves are at the Mets. Charlie Morton versus Kodai Senga. Also, we're going to talk about it next. The Olympics start tonight in earnest. It's the opening ceremony this afternoon. If you want to see it live, it's at 12:30 this afternoon on your NBC station, and then tonight again they're going to replay it at 6:30 this evening. So you can watch it parts in the afternoon, watch parts tonight. Just have some fun watching the Olympics, getting fired up for that. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. We'll be back to talk about the Olympics, plus plenty more, right after this word. Do stick around.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Hello, folks. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. My name is Bruce Dickey. Thank you so much for joining today. Today we're going to talk a little bit. It's like I said, it's our Take the Points edition. We're going to talk a little sports today, and of course, this time of year, well, this one comes around every 4 years. It's the Summer Olympics. Do you enjoy the Summer Olympics? I love the Summer Olympics. I am a sucker for the Summer Olympics. I can remember, now, I was born in 1966. I can remember watching the Munich games in 1972. I can remember I can remember the terror attacks in Munich, which I feel bad about, but the most I remember from watching the Munich games in 1972 when I was 5 years old, I guess. Well, I think it was in September, so I might have had my birthday. I might have turned 6. But I remember seeing this one dude with a funky mustache going up and winning everything over and over and over. We were apparently a swimming household because I watched Mark Spitz win swimming gold after swimming gold after swimming gold after gold after gold after gold after gold 7 times. I watched that. That was fun, and I do remember seeing the terror attack. I remember Bruce Jenner in '76 winning the. I can remember him winning the decathlon. That was a big deal. And of course, that was also the Olympics with Nadia Comaneci being became a star, and that was a huge deal. '80, of course, we didn't get to see it. They didn't show it in the U.S. because we boycotted it, which probably contributed. You got to figure that contributed pretty heavily to Jimmy Carter getting ousted in the Olympics, or in the election that same year. Olympics mean a lot to people, and they want to see their friends and neighbors compete on an international scale. So that probably was a big deal. Remember, I could go all the way forward through the Olympics that I've seen over the past 55-6 years. But my point is, it's a lot of fun. You're making memories that you'll enjoy the rest of your life by watching some of these games, and I'll watch them all night long. Since it's in Paris, they're 7 hours ahead of us, so a lot of the action when it's live will be in the afternoons. Like the basketball games will typically be on weekday afternoons. Anything you see past 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening here in the United States, here in the Central Time Zone, that's recorded. So if you, but they on, NBC likes to cut them up, put the commercials in, put the stories in there. That's the thing. You get a lot of the fancy stories and stuff on the NBC telecast at night. If you're like me and you like to watch basically the live telecast, live broadcast, you got to go to USA Network. We'll be having a lot of them. MSNBC will show some, CNBC will show some, but it's the USA Network is really the place. Here's what the week looks like. Just the 2 weeks look like. Now I'm only showing you this because to show you how many sports there are. It's just amazing. You look there at that left column to see how many sports there actually are. And there's some on there that are not even actual sports that don't count, that are, I believe, just, I believe they're just exhibitions. Like, I think baseball. For sure, baseball's an exhibition here in this Olympics. Now, just to kind of give you an idea of this is the track and field is a 10-day event. All right, now so you're saying, Bruce, I can't read that. No, you can't. Sorry about that. So I've split it up. Here's kind of what I want to do. Tell you, if you're looking, if you say, Bruce, you're a junkie, you're crazy, you'll watch anything, you'll watch the women's handball. Yeah, I will watch women's handball because why doesn't the U.S. have a women's handball team? We ought to have a women's handball team. If you see women's handball, we'd be great at women's handball and men's handball. It's basically basketball with a hockey net. It's unbelievable, but it makes no sense. But I'll watch that. I'll watch the rugby sevens. Anyway, the point of that is to tell you this. Here's when stuff is being competed for. This one you can probably see a little bit better on your screen, and you see the gold shades there. That's when medals are being put up. They are being given away on those days. Like for instance, archery. Sunday and Monday they'll have medals, then you'll be able to watch it the other days. Artistic swimming. Bruce, you say, what the heck is artistic swimming mean? What's I believe it's the synchronized swimming is artistic swimming, but I'm not exactly sure about that. Then you have, you move down, badminton, they're giving out the awards next weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. You've got basketball. Basketball starts on Saturday, and it's going to go all the way through the final Saturday of the Olympics. If you're wanting to see the men's basketball or the women's basketball, they'll both be going all the way to the end. I think you can see there. They have, I believe the Saturday is the women's final on Saturday the 10th. Sunday the 11th is the men's. Well, other ones you might not know about or might be interested. Beach volleyball. Look at that. Beach volleyball is on all the time. I don't watch beach volleyball. Boxing you can watch all the time. The new sport of breaking. Bruce, you're thinking, what in the world is breaking? Ladies and gentlemen, breaking is just what it sounds like. It's breakdancing. It's they're judging you on your skill, your ability to breakdance. I'm thinking sometimes they just put in medal classes for the U.S. For a lot, they put in classes so that the American television will watch. There's nothing. That is absolutely true. You've got breaking, canoeing's a fun time. Cycling, I love watching the cycling. They're giving away medals just about every day. You go to the velodrome, or they also have the road races too, and that's a good time. How about you move later into the week? You like the diving? You might. I'm not a big fan, but it looks like they're giving away medals early on. Now I'll tell you, the medals early on in diving, those are for like synchronized diving, which really make no sense whatsoever. But that's what they're doing, and you've got two people up there jumping, trying to stay matching each other. I don't know how it works. Equestrian, you've got dressage and all the rest of it. Fencing, giving medals away starting out on Saturday. That's cool. Saturday for another 9 days. Field hockey, they're playing all the way through. Golf, if you're wondering, you see the golf there. The first weekend of the golf is the men's. The second weekend of the golf is the women's. So that just to keep in mind. You see the first weekend starts on Thursday, goes through Sunday. Pretty sure that's the men's. And the next one, yeah, that's the women's, the Wednesday through Saturday the next week. Of course, Simone Biles, a lot of people waiting on gymnastics. That gets done in the first week for the most part. First week through Monday. And then you got handball, like I've already talked about handball. Judo, I don't much care about. Modern pentathlon. Bruce, what's modern pentathlon? Well, that's like shooting. Yeah, that's shooting as well as running and fencing, all put together. You tell me. Moving on from there, the rhythmic gymnastics, that must be different from artistic gymnastics. Then you move to rowing. Rowing gets done next Saturday. I love watching the rowing. Those guys are hard workers. Going to give a medal away in rugby tomorrow or on Saturday. Yeah, that's tomorrow. I believe that'll be the 7s. Then they'll have rugby till for the 11s on Tuesday. Sailing. Where are they sailing? You say there's no sailing in Paris. I believe they're out in Normandy or Brittany over there through the west side of France. Sailing, shooting going to be going on. You've got the skateboarding. Another one they added for the Americans. They've had skateboarding a time or two, but yeah, that's another one for the Americans. Soccer, women's soccer is going on right now as the Americans are playing, and they're just kicking the tar out of Namibia or somebody. Zambia, who's who they're kicking the tar out. Sports climbing, a brand new event. Climbing, you've been in those, you've seen those mountain things inside joints. Well, that's what sport climbing is. So enjoy if that's your cup of tea. Surfing, they're surfing just off the southern coast of France, and then you've got swimming. You see, swimming is in the pool for the first 8 days there, and then those last those last two swimming events, you ain't gonna believe it. They're swimming in the Seine, the river that goes through the middle of Paris. They're going to be swimming, long-distance swimming in the Seine River. Okay, if that's what they choose. That's what they're doing. And then finally, the last set of events, track and field rounds the whole thing out. Medals every day for the last 10 days of or is that 10? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 11 days. 11 days of the Olympics in track and field. Plus you get medals, and that's when you get the fun weightlifting and the wrestling, water polo, volleyball, all those medals at the end. The weekend after next is going to be just huge. So I'm basically showing you that to get you fired up. The Olympics are going. The USA is 5-1 to win, or 1-5 to win the most medals, or most gold, most medals altogether of anybody. Enjoy it. You'll have fun. Let's come back, talk a little baseball. It's trade deadline time. Back after this. Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
There's the poster for the Marion County Fair going on right now. Now, granted, they accidentally got the wrong date on the poster. I talked to Doug about it. He was not pleased, but what do you do? Yeah, this the over in Salem. That's a nice poster from July 27th to August 3rd. So keep that in mind. The Marion County Fair going on now through tomorrow through next Saturday. What's going on in Major League Baseball, ladies and gentlemen? The trade deadline. You know, the wildest thing about the trade deadline here in 2024, you get to the National League, there are probably 15 teams in the National League. I bet you that of the 15, 12 have a good opportunity, a chance to get to the playoffs. Let's take a look at the National League to start. As the wild card race is tight, the Mets, the Braves, the Phillies would, I believe, all three be in right now. Yeah, the Mets got ahead of the Cardinals last night with their win over the Yankees. The Mets having a heck of a week. Cardinals coming into their matchup tonight against the Washington Nationals, as they've fallen. They're barely by a percentage point ahead of the Padres, but the percentage point isn't big enough. So, but in addition to that, you got the Pirates over 500. You got the Diamondbacks over 500. 3 games over 500. You have then you have the Reds, who are relatively close. Cubs beginning to space it out a little bit, but the Cubs 4 or 5 games back of playoff contention. The point is, they're all and the Giants feel like they're probably still in contention. The point is, there haven't been any trades yet. There haven't been hasn't been a lick of action in Major League Baseball for trades. This is Friday. There's only 5 days to go. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. There's only 5 days to go, and there are usually, last year, when I guess maybe the line between buyers and sellers was better defined last year. There were all kinds of trades made within a week made within 2 weeks. The Cardinals were done early. Remember, they started trading in mid-July, when they traded Jack Flaherty and traded Jordan Montgomery, they were able to get a little bit of youth back in. They got Kittredge from Tampa. who knows? Who knows what's going on with the trade deadline? Who are the pitchers and hitters that people are looking for this year? It's amazing to me that nobody has done anything yet. I guess teams are wanting too much because you see, well, I didn't even show the American League. You see that, you look down there at the Chicago White Sox, losers of their last 10 games. They are a real serious competitor with a chance to get to the New York Mets' losingest record of all time. What was that number, you ask? 40 and 120. A couple of games got rained out, but the White Sox just a smidge over the 250 percentage, and I'm talking modern times, after 1900. The Mets with 40 and 120 with a 250 winning percentage back in 1962, the worst of all time. White Sox might make a run, but the thing is, they have some pitching. You say, Bruce, how could they have some pitching if they're making a run at the worst all time? And they have hitting too. I don't know. They just can't. They've got enough bad pitching to go with some bad hitting. Pitching, the number one desired trade pitcher is this fella. It's Garrett Crochet. He's with the White Sox. The executives all think he's the runaway pick as the best starting pitcher available, and also the most likely to get traded because they're 50 games under 500. You've got to trade him. What are you doing waiting to trade Garrett Crochet? He hadn't gone yet. He's 25-year-old, dominating stuff, and but they aren't trading him yet. I don't know what the White Sox are waiting on. I guess they're waiting. There are teams waiting to see if they're going to get into the race, get into action. Other starting pitchers that may be available: Tariq Skubal. There's two Tigers. Tariq Skubal, who's good. I'd love to have Tariq Skubal, and Jack Flaherty. Jack Flaherty, former Cardinal. Cardinals need one more pitcher. They need one more starting pitcher. I don't think they're going to go get it, but they need one more because you got a bunch of old guys who might get hurt. Apparently, trade rumor deadline, the Cardinals are in on Zach Eflin with the Rays. Eflin used to be with the Phillies. He is his name is basically the fourth or fifth top pick of a guy that's going to get traded because they think the Rays are out of it. The Rays out of it? They're 500, but in the American League, that's not quite as close as it would be in the National League. Other players that might be traded, how about this fella? That's Tanner Scott. He is the closer for the Miami Marlins. I like those uniforms the Marlins are wearing there. I think that must have been like Father's Day or something like that. Tanner Scott, almost every team in baseball thinks he's going to get traded come this next week. Scott's been dominant this year. He's an outstanding closer. Not as dominant as a guy named Helsley. Ryan Helsley's been for the Cardinals, but he's been good. Tanner Scott for a bad team. I mean, you look at the Mariners, the Marlins, I guess all the sellers are waiting for people to give them more than they're going to go. The market has not yet been set. This is such a weird year. How about hitters? What good hitters might be going? Take a looky there at Jazz Chisholm. Speaking of Marlins, Jazz Chisholm is a nice hitter. He's having a down year, but he's under club control for a while. If Miami gets the right offer, you would think he would go. He fits in nice with a team that needs a leadoff hitter. How about the Phillies? Phillies are the best team in baseball right now. Nothing wrong with adding to your team. I don't think he would go well with the Cardinals. You know who I do think would go well for the Cardinals? I don't think they're going to get him. I don't think they'll bring him back. Look at Randy Arozarena. All right, you say, Bruce. Why would the Cardinals want Randy Arozarena? He's a former Cardinal. Why would you want him? They've traded him. They traded him away because of he had the phone on in the locker room listening to Mike Schilt talk. You need a power bat in that lineup. Arozarena is a power bat in that lineup. I mean, the Cardinals right now with Goldschmidt and Arenado not performing well. And Cardinals, you see, they already fell down below the wild card line. They need a power hitter. The Cardinals just need a lot. It's kind of a, I don't know. What do you think? So what do you think is going to happen? They've got 5 days. I'll tell you what I think is going to happen. John Mozeliak, the GM of the Cardinals, has been waiting for somebody to set the market. No trades have gone yet to set the market. At some point, it's going to blow up, and there's going to be 3 or 4 people get traded. It's not going to be any of the big names like you see get traded sometimes, like last year, Juan Soto, and I mean, there were trades that aren't going to happen this year. There's no big gigantic dog out there like Shohei Ohtani. Everybody wondered if Shohei was going to get traded last year. Of course, it didn't happen. But there's no big dog. I think it's going to bust up a little bit today. Friday, there's going to be a few trades today, and I think Saturday and Sunday it's going to heat up. It's going to heat up to some extent, but there's no big names out there, so it's not. I don't think it's going to be a very big trade market, and you can say that now because it hasn't been. But do I think the Cardinals are going to go out and try to help the team? I'm skeptical. I am very skeptical. I'd love to see the Cardinals sweep the Nationals this weekend and then get themselves into a position where they think they can make a run. But we'll see what happens. Do I think the Cardinals are going to trade for somebody? If they do, it'll be some kind of reliever that might eat up a few innings. I don't think they're going to go get a starter. I'd love to see Flaherty back on the Cardinals. That's not going to happen. Maybe Eflin. We'll see. You're watching Big Talk. We'll be back in a second. We're going to talk about the NFL. We've got the AFC East. We're going to talk about today. Back after this.
Fashion is our passion at Carnaby Square. We specialize in customer service and have since 1980. Our multi-generational boutique features your favorite on-trend to classic famous maker fashions, footwear, accessories, and a massive inventory at Brighton. So come, relax, explore, and elevate your look with us. Everyone is welcome, where we always wrap it, tag it, and bag it for free at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
Napa know-how.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa know-how experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at Flora Auto Parts.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much for tuning in today. My name is Bruce Dickey. I appreciate it. We're talking a little baseball, football, and Olympics today. I hope you enjoy. I didn't mention. I should have asked you to turn on your DVR so you don't have to check the TV guide. You can see when medals are being handed out during the Olympics. Here's one way to think of it. Swimming, gymnastics first, track and field later. If that's what you think of the Olympics, which is fine. If that's how you divide it up, cool. Track and field first. Swimming and gymnastics first, and then track and field to end. Basketball and volleyball go all the way through. Just enjoy. And that's wrestling at the end. I enjoy the wrestling. That's a good time. That's fun. In the NFL, we've been covering one division each show for the last 3 or 4 weeks. Probably this would be the fourth week that we have done this. Today, we've picked out the AFC East for a little closer inspection and gambling on. Let's take a look at some of these teams. Here's what it looks like. And I got to tell you, at 28-1, I think that's too expensive for the Patriots. Patriots ought to be 50-1 to win the AFC East with the Bills, the Jets, and the Dolphins in there. It's a loaded division. You've got 2 teams that made the playoffs last year, another one that probably would have with an outstanding defense, and then you've got a team without a quarterback, the New England Patriots. Well, let's take a look at each team's numbers individually to kind of give us an idea of what the bets you want to place. Here are the Buffalo Bills, and you got to think that Josh Allen has a bit of a chip on his shoulder right now, right? The over-under on games to win this season, it's people are going under 10.5. It's shaded to the under 10.5. I'm kind of surprised by that, with the over being 10.5 at plus 125. You would think at 10 wins, they wouldn't be making the playoffs, but they are a yes to make the playoffs at minus 177. I guess with that 7th team now, their division finishing position, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, and nobody thinks they're going to finish 4th. What would you do, ladies and gentlemen, on those questions? Well, I'll tell you what I'd do. I think they've made some changes this year. Now they got their running back left he went to the Giants, but I like the over 10.5. I just think that Josh Allen's too good a quarterback to get under 10.5. How about the New York Jets? Now, ladies and gentlemen, everybody's just counting on New York Jets quarterback Aaron Rodgers to be the man. Did you see that Aaron Rodgers, by the way, when he was he announced, I guess on Wednesday or Thursday, Wednesday, I think that, he when he missed the OTAs, the mini camps that he was supposed to be at, he said, well, actually, I was on a bucket list vacation to Egypt. He went to go see the pyramids in Egypt because when he was in 5th grade, the gifted class talked about the pyramids, and he's wanted to go see them ever since. The man admitted that he was in gifted whatever. What kind of guy is Aaron Rodgers? An interesting individual. The over-under games on for the Jets, it's 9.5, and that's juiced heavy to the over. So if the Jets win 10 and the Bills win 10, you might win both my money on both these guys. They're also juiced to make the playoffs. Look at that, minus 162 on the yes/no to make the playoffs. The under wins at 9.5. Plus 127. It all depends on how healthy, and this is the thing, how healthy are they going to be able to keep Aaron Rodgers? if Aaron Rodgers, it's the Jets. You got to remember, some teams, I don't believe in superstitions and such, but some teams are just cursed. You got the Jets would be a cursed team. You've got the Browns are a cursed team. Jets, Browns. You've got the Chargers are a cursed team. Can Harbaugh break that curse? We'll see. We'll talk about that in the next few weeks. But the Jets are a cursed team. Are you going to bet on them to win 10 games? If Rodgers stays healthy, they certainly ought to win 10 games. But that's a big if. How about the Miami Dolphins? Over under to make the playoffs minus 143. So the odds makers have 3 teams in this division making the playoffs. Also at 9.5 games, they're minus 130 as well. They're minus money to win 9. They're just like the Jets. The Jets were minus 155. The Dolphins minus 130. Dolphins are a good team. I like the Dolphins coach. There are a lot of people who think he's goofy. He never played football. I think Mike McDaniel. I think is really smart, and they didn't lose anybody. Now it's kind of like the Jets. They've got to keep their quarterback healthy as well. But he's 15 years younger than Aaron Rodgers. He's Tua Tagovailoa is like 26 now, 27 years old, and Rodgers is 40 or 41. That is, I would feel a lot better making the over here at minus 130 and making the yes to make the playoffs on the Dolphins. You got to remember also, Dolphins played a close game in the playoffs in Kansas City at 80 degrees less than they would have been playing in Miami, and they played a close game with the Chiefs. Now, the Chiefs won by a touchdown or two, but the Dolphins gave them everything they wanted. They've got everybody coming back, and they did lose a little defense. They lost a defender or two, but they've got some good players coming back, and I would feel much better about the Dolphins over as well as to make the playoffs, yes, than I would the Jets. How about your New England Patriots? I got to tell you, this does my heart good. Over under 4.5 games at minus 167. First time head coach. It's not going to hurt my feelings if they don't win 4 games. I don't think they win 4 games or 5 games. The over under there is 4.5. I don't think they win 5 games. I would go the plus money on the Patriots, but maybe with the new coach will wake things up in there. Bill Belichick, did he get stale? Probably could have gotten a little stale. To make the playoffs, you'd have to bet $2,000 to win $2,100 if you bet the no on to make the playoffs. So nobody thinks the Patriots are going to do anything. Not going to get to the playoffs. Not going to be successful. Who's the quarterback? I don't know. Are they going to go with Drake May? They drafted Drake May in the first round, 3rd pick from North Carolina. I'll bet you Drake May's probably starting at the first of the year. So you got a rookie quarterback. See how that went last year with Indianapolis. He got hurt. Anthony Richardson played great for 3 or 4 games, but he got hurt. And we'll see if the New England Patriots can can help protect Drake May. So I would probably go ahead. What's the numbers here to win the division? I take the Dolphins at 2-1. If you're going to give me that kind of number on the Dolphins, I like that number. Hey, good luck to you folks. Enjoy the Olympics. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next week. Talk racing on Tuesday. See you later.